The Ford government is planning on making it more expensive for you to heat your home. And them overriding a rule from the Ontario Energy Board will actually also make building houses more expensive. The Ontario Energy Board ruled that Enbridge would not be able to pass on the cost of new gas infrastructure to their existing customers. Essentially, Enbridge wants you, the customer, to pay this off over the course of 40 years as opposed to developers paying for the fees up front. And while the government has said this is going to make housing more expensive and take longer to build, there is absolutely no evidence of that from the government or from Enbridge. In fact, the opposite is true, because if this goes through, we're going to be locked into gas infrastructure for the next 40 years as we make the green transition. And over the next 40 years, as we transition to more clean energy, the value of this gas infrastructure is going to go down. What this means is that Ford wants for the next 4 decades for us, the consumer, the taxpayer, to be locked into paying a private corporation for things that we cannot change because we can't control who supplies our gas. There is a sole contract for this. And time again, we have seen the Ford government making decisions that best benefit corporations and not consumers. Like, there's a whole list of scandals and examples of this. Pick your favorite one. Because if this goes through over the course of the next 40 years, as more and more consumers transition away from gas, the remaining consumers are going to have to pay higher and higher costs in order to cover that 40-year deal. And this could create for Enbridge what is called a utility death spiral. And in regards to the government's claim that this would actually make it take longer to build houses and make housing more expensive, that is entirely not true. With evidence showing that cleaner homes could actually increase the supply of affordable housing. Because all electric buildings constructed to net zero energy ready standards can be delivered for less than the average cost of similar code minimum buildings. And so if right now the costs are comparable, what happens when people start building more and more electrified homes? The cost will plummet, making it even cheaper to do so. But since when has Ford let facts or the truth get in the way of a good business deal?